Welcome back to the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show.
The biggest improvement to MSU's team this year is the defensive line. Mel Tucker and his staff pulled 4 D linemen from the portal, and all are a whopping 6'4" or taller, or 290 or more pounds. One of those additions is Tunmise Adeleye, and as he shared with our Haley Schoengart, when he steps onto the field for game days, he is playing for more than just himself.
When you were one of the biggest transfers Mel Tucker scored out of the portal this past offseason, what was it that really drew you here?
Opportunity and just having individuals around me that have been with or been associated with Coach Tucker before, and their reviews on him kind of led me to where I'm at right now.
Tunmise hasn't just dealt with adversity and overcome hardships within football. Back in 2006, his family immigrated to Houston, Texas from his home country of Nigeria.
I have vague memories of Nigeria, but very strong memories of when we first got here. Like we got here in February. I remember the flight, I remember all that stuff. Houston is like the Lagos of America. So it's a lot of people that kind of understand your culture and know where you're coming from. And it was a hard transition at first.
When you immigrate to Texas, arguably the biggest high school football scene in the country.
The biggest and the best.
How did you really get introduced into football?
So I started playing football in 5th grade. My mom, with her big nursing background, and she did not want me, like she was adamant, don't play football. But it was really just me petitioning. And I was lucky, my 5th grade squad, Texans Blue, we sucked. We were terrible. Maybe we were like 2-8, 1-9, but I was like, man, I don't want to play this, like I don't like losing.
That is when Tunmise heard about a new team being put together, the Katy Sun Devils.
It was a super squad, basically. All the kids that were on Katy Sun Devils, we ended up 6th grade winning a national championship, FBU national championship. We were on ESPN3. Being a part of the Sun Devils was a big part of me understanding how big football is nationally, but also in Texas. And it was a great experience.
From youth football to now a Power 5 player, through all the ups and downs, Tunmise learned from a very young age, determination is key.
In order for us to stay as legal residents in the United States, my mom had to be on student visa, and then so she went to school a lot. Like seeing her juggle school, juggling like dealing with immigration lawyers and like trying to get us to get green cards, and eventually now we're citizens. Like now, like my mom was really going through it. Like I have friends that are studying to be like nurses or doctors, and then seeing like an organic chemistry textbook, I open up, I don't understand any of that. Like seeing her having to deal with all that stuff, you understand what I'm saying? Like that was really motivated, like don't give up. Like in all circumstances, there's always like a light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, you got to go back to Nigeria over the summer, I saw. What was that like?
It's funny saying this, because they always see like pictures, so when they see me now, they're like, oh my god, like you got so big, and okay? They see me as like a football star. You know, that's the picture that my auntie paints for them. Like I'm a big American football star and all this stuff, so I always think, okay, I can get to the league, I have the talent to do this, let me go and do this, so when they get older, when they get done with secondary school, like let me go and get them into school at like a university in the United States. So these are all things, the factors that go into my mind. Like I go back home and I get motivation.
Just talking to you, you can tell how much your family means to you. How much are you trying to make them proud, not only your family, but Nigeria proud on the football field every time you put on that jersey and head out into Spartan Stadium?
I'm trying to make everybody proud. Everybody back home. My mom's side of the family is still all in Nigeria. My dad's side of the family is kind of scattered across the U.S. and the U.K. So whenever I put on that jersey, I try to make them all proud. I get WhatsApp messages from my grandparents, like my grandma's, my mom's WhatsApp profile picture is me in my jersey last year in A&M. So they're always watching, they're always asking for links to games and stuff like that. So everything that I do, I try to make them proud.
Yeah, how do they watch your games?
You gotta find a link, man. It's hard, and Nigeria has a problem with power, man. So the lights aren't always working, but when they can, they get to it.
Those are just a few of the new kids on the block this season for the Spartans, so hopefully you were able to get a better understanding of who they are. As always, thank you for being with us, and have a happy and healthy weekend.
This segment is sponsored by MSU Healthcare.